Hi guys, welcome to Just Trying to Help a Sister Out, the video series where I talk to the women about what's on the minds of men. And in this episode, I'll be talking to you about identifying the values of your ideal partner. I have a friend, Lucretia. She's a relationship coach for single women, and she's actually really good at what she does. In fact, I'll put a link to her blog in the description box below. And now that I think of it, I've actually done a video based on one of her blog posts in the past. It was called 5 Signs That a Guy Likes You. If you want to check it out, just click on the card in the corner of the screen. Anyway, Lucretia has a WhatsApp group for her female clients, and a couple of months ago, I was invited to speak to them on sex, dating, and marriage from a man's perspective. And as the conversation went on, and as the challenges and the issues that women have with today's men became more and more glaring, one woman eventually asked me, how can a woman identify a good guy or a genuine guy? And I put the question back to her. That depends. What's your definition of a good guy? And even though she was able to come up with an answer, it was very clear that it wasn't a question that she or many of the other women in the group had ever asked themselves. It was kind of in the same vein of, what does success look like to you? So for the next few minutes, we dwelt on that very topic and we changed it a bit. Instead of asking, what's your definition of a good guy? We modified it to, what are the values that you want your future partner to possess? Because a person's values are what determine if they're good or not, while things like their qualities, their attributes, and their characteristics determine if we're attracted to them. And so I asked the ladies, what kind of values does your ideal man possess? Is he the kind of man who shares the same values as someone like a Barack Obama or a Justin Thoreau or a Denzel Washington or a Roger Federer? Or if you want to bring it back home, is he someone who shares values with a Richard Mofe-Damijo or a Professor Wole Soyinka or a Babatunde Raji Fashola? What kind of value mold does your ideal partner come in? Now, I used public figures to make my point because, to an extent, we can say we know a few of their values. For example, somebody like former President Barack Obama, who's very popular with the ladies, if I may add, in terms of his values, of course. A woman who's looking to settle down with somebody like President Obama would be looking for a man whose values include love, respect, compassion, humanity, empathy, and knowledge, amongst others. I think it's important to identify the kind of values that you desire in a life partner, because I think it will help you better determine if someone is right for you or not. I think values are like a picture or a representation of the kind of person that you're trying to attract into your life. Now think of it like picking up someone that you've never met before at the airport. Back in the days before the age of the internet and social media, if you're picking up someone at the airport who you'd never met before, you'd most likely go with a picture of them in hand so that you'd be able to recognize them once they come through the arrival gate. Now, they may not look exactly as they do in the picture, they may have aged a bit, or it may be an old picture, but chances are you'd still be able to recognize them because of that picture in your hand. And guess what? The same principle applies here with identifying the values that you desire in your life partner. It's these values that will help you recognize this person that you're trying to call in, that you're trying to draw into your life. And may I say, I think it's wiser to identify and write down these values when you're single rather than when you're in a relationship. For the mere fact that when you're single, you tend to think more clearly and you tend to be more objective than when you're in a relationship and your emotions are just bouncing all over the place. Now, allow me to drop 2 words of caution as well. As you create this list of values that you desire in a life partner, be realistic. Sure, it's your list. You can put down whatever you want, to be honest, but just make sure that you're honest with yourself and make sure that you don't list out anything that is too far-fetched or that may make it too hard for love to find you. Secondly, and more importantly, leave room for surprises. It's unlikely that you'll find somebody who meets every single value in your list. Don't disqualify them for it. If you meet someone who has 6 out of the 10 values in your list, think about if you're willing to live without the remaining 4 values. Or you could talk to the person about it and see if you guys can come to some kind of resolution. Your list is meant to guide you, not put you in a box. But more importantly, it's meant to help you identify what you want. So guys and girls, here's my question of the day. What are some of the values on your list? Or who, value-wise, is the kind of man or woman that you'd like to spend the rest of your life with? Let me know in the comment section below. I've answered these 2 questions and my answer is in the comment section as well. You can check them out, but just be nice. Also, do you think that there's any point at all to creating a list of values that you desire in your life partner? Let me know what you think about that as well. Now remember guys, I'm not a therapist, a relationship coach, a psychologist, or anything like that. I'm just a guy with an opinion and I'm just trying to help a sister out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hey, even if you didn't enjoy the video, still give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. The subscribe button is just down below. Feel free to share it with your friends as well. And remember to turn on notifications as well so that you can be informed whenever I release a new video. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.